being painted in a false light due to Mr. Walters saying he had sex with your wife.
Mr. Walters does have sex with his wife. Mr. Foreman doesn't.
Good catch on that. The defamation statement is that he said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
No.
You don't know? You don't know that it's not true?
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just
Yeah.
asked that question because you said we don't know. I just
Been
need
with
the
that
answer.
woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody...
And how old were you when she was in middle school, sir?
The same thing with being called, I think it's Gomer Pyle.
Yes.
Okay. No one would think you're Gomer Pyle from the movie.
Obviously, that's a character in a movie.
Yeah. But you're not that person.
No. What I was doing, and went and checked on his kids to make sure they were safe, because that's a priority to me. But the same respect that was given to his family had no regard to mine or me. And that affects me. Because to see my family in distress because of my job is distressful to me. To have the public send you death threats over lies is distressing. And it was easy. Stop. Stop with the lies.
Yo, I'm Justin Freakin. Right-wingers keep trying to mock me for my sub and view count on YouTube, so I guess I'll be a good content creator and do what the algorithm gods demand and tell you to like the video. Or dislike it for all I care. I know I'm not a very likable personality. But if you do enjoy the vibes around here, be a good subby and seduce that subscribe button. And if you want to find out what that news be doing Sunday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific on the Troll Patrol Live, then be sure to hit that bell the way I would hit the bong.
How long have you been a sergeant?
I'm not for sure the date that I was promoted to sergeant. Been with the sheriff's office since 2010, I think it was.
Since 2010?
Yes,
How long have you lived in Adams County?
my entire life.
You went to school here?
Yes.
Do you
I think you called it Anderson County earlier. It's Adams County.
you have a wife and children?
I have a wife, 4 daughters, and 2 little boys. Or 2 sons.
So 6 kids altogether.
Yes.
Are all of those your own kids?
We are a little bit of a mixed bag. I have 3 biological kids and 3 children that I adopted through foster care, yes.
What are the ages of your children?
My little boy, who's biological, is 10 years old. My next daughter is 14 years old, who is adopted. And I have a 17-year-old that's adopted, an 18-year-old that's adopted. My 22-year-old son is biologically mine, and my oldest daughter, who's 26, is mine. They're all mine, but biological and otherwise.
Yeah.
And I've had the girls since my 14-year-old was about 2 months old.
And this will become relevant, I think, just a little later, but I'm going to ask you about the race of your adopted kids.
So 2 of my adopted daughters are biracial Hispanic, and my youngest adopted daughter is biracial African American.
And your youngest is the 14-year-old?
Now she's 14, yes.
And in
Now, I believe that's his lawyer asking him these questions.
fall of 2022, she would have been
Around 11, I think.
Trying to show that he's not racist. I can't be racist. I have half black kids.
How'd you get into law enforcement?
My father was a police officer, and it's just something that I've always worked towards doing.
Flash, you got your calipers.
And you're the rank of sergeant right now?
I am.
And you took part in this search of Mr. Foreman's home back in 2022, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us just a little bit about what your role was in that search, just generally?
I was called in to assist with the search, and you have what's called an entry team. I was asked to come in and help with the entry team on the search.
You're the motherfucker that broke down his door.
Did you have anything to do with counting or keeping the money that night?
No.
No, you're the motherfucker that broke down his door. You gonna fix his door, Mr. Officer?
Have you been accused of stealing money from Mr. Foreman's home?
Yes.
Have you been accused of getting cucked by Mr. Foreman?
Before we, I don't know if we can do this, Natalie, but can we see the date and the number of views on this?
Hopefully the audio is so
It's in the bottom. It's really hard to see with the way that the
fucked up I can get away with this.
by this.
But I guess I'll eat it on YouTube if I have to.
All right, so well, let's just play it and see what happens. Thank you.
Evidence in a case.
I pay taxes, I work daily, I get rated by Beto Bailey, Randy Walters, Private Pie, I used to fight, doggy style.
Could you see anywhere on there the date on this video?
It says 3 years ago, 727K on the views.
So it says 3 years ago, that would have been sometime in 2023, I guess, and did
Your
you...
Honor, I'm going to ask, is there a specific date and time on this?
This one, just with the way that it played on YouTube, it doesn't show the specific date, but I can represent.
You have to like do the toggle down and show more, and it'll show you the actual date.
I would actually represent you on this.
Okay.
So we don't know the exact date from this image of when it was done.
From this image now.
Okay.
2023.
3 years ago, and did you say 727,000 views?
Yes.
All right.
It's kind of sad.
Now,
Once again,
We have-
Afroman's a legend.
3 other exhibits that show the same clip on different platforms and dates. Is that right, Natalie? I'm just trying to figure out the most efficient way to do this. Can you bring up Exhibit 28 and
Which I
just
mean, I guess the views on this
slide?
clip are gonna shoot up after this.
Rated by Beto Bailey, Randy Walters, Private Pie, I used to fuck his wife, doggy style.
All right. Now, do we know when that one was posted? Can we see that?
I cannot make out when that one was posted. No.
Can you tell what platform that was posted on?
That's on YouTube, and it seems like 974,000 views.
All right. And is there any indication of a date that you can see?
Not with the words it's covering it up now.
We'll have to figure out how to do that because it ought to be doable.
Well, yeah.
All right. Can we go?
Oh, October 4th, 2022.
You find it?
Yeah, when it was, it says down below it, October 24th, 20.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying fuck all the other news. Is everybody okay with
Whatever
this?
she did, it took the line down and you can actually see it.
It doesn't go away while the video is paused. It has to be playing for the watch.
You have to play the whole thing again, so let's don't do that. Well,
It didn't go away this time.
let's see if it'll go. There we go.
October 4th, 2022, 512, 574
Thank you.
on the views.
October 4th, 2022. We got a date on that. Let's go to Exhibit 29.
It kind of is the most important news for me personally right now.
And before
I
we,
pay taxes, I
okay,
work daily.
do we know what? Can you tell what platform this
It
is?
says Instagram.
Instagram, and can we find a date?
I couldn't even tell you where to find one on Instagram on that.
All right.
So, well, October 4th, 2022. It says right here.
All right. So
Your Honor, he says right here, could they please indicate where that is in this?
Yeah, you'll see a logo on the bottom corner. It says Afroman with a symbol in the middle of it. If you look just to the side of that, it says October 4th, 2022 with a heart with 1.1K and messages is 71.
okay.
I cannot read that from here.
Next question. Go ahead.
We got the date on that one. Let's go to Exhibit 30, please.
I work daily. I get raided by Beetle Bailey, Randy Walters, Private Pound. I used to fuck his wife, doggy style.
Do we know the platform on that one, Mr. Walters?
Is this the same video right here?
So the dude has to sit in court and hear repeatedly over and over again that Afroman fucks his wife doggy style.
September 25th, I believe, of 2022.
All right, thank you.
This is the world we're living in right now.
Exhibit 26.
Yes, this is the new song. This is the one that I played you a little bit of the video of. I guess they've added it to the pile. See what I did there, pile?
We should identify the platform for that one. Can you tell what platform that is?
I believe it's Facebook, August 26, 2023.
Thank you. All right.
Wait, that one's from 2023? No, that was the old one. That was to the old clip.
Posts, Mr. Walters, at or about the time they were posted.
Yes.
How did you become aware of them?
Of my personal post, I found out from my children. And my daughter came home and advised me that she was getting messed with at school because apparently her mom is having sex with Afroman, and since she's biracial, that must be her daddy.
Oh, that's why that was relevant.
And how did that affect you?
It's horrible. It's hard when your job that you're doing affects your family, which affects you. When you have a kid come home crying that's already been through a life, and now they're getting hazed and harassed because somebody thinks it's funny. Somebody knows it's not true. Been with my wife for 28 years. She didn't have an affair with Mr. Foreman. She didn't make my daughter with Mr. Foreman. But now my family has to be harmed because of straight up 100% lies. Where in the world is it okay to make something up for fun that's damaging to others when you know for sure it's an absolute lie?
He's gonna cry.
That's a problem.
What about that warrant that you executed on Afroman? It was a lie.
Some of these posts that we've seen call you a thief.
Yes.
Did that affect you or your job in any way?
Yes. We as we've already heard, we can't go to calls, not figuratively every call, but the frequency of it, like people automatically, you're stealing Mr. Foreman's money. You illegally raided him. You've done all these things. You know, your wife's having sex with him. Is that why you stole his money? Never touched his money. It's been proven. He knows.
Did somebody say that to you?
Yes. You can't make these simple street arrests with people that are mouthy. I get that. But now there's just fuel to the rage. And then the fact that at the time I worked night shift, Adams County is a rural county. You do your work in your car a lot of the time. You do your paperwork in your car. Well, try to find someplace safe to sit when you're literally getting death threats because of lies. You're absolutely in fear for your safety to begin with as a police officer. But now intensify that because somebody is lying about a situation.
Wow.
that backs up. Now you have to worry about it because the calls, the comments, everything, all lying. It created a situation that was uncalled for, that was unsafe and unhealthy for the officers involved. The problem I have is the respect for my family wasn't near the respect.
This has gone to beyond a narrative. If
Overruled.
Mr. Foreman could ask a
Thank
question.
you. It's responsive. Overruled.
Go ahead.
The respect for my family, including my law enforcement family, wasn't nothing like the respect I gave to his children the night of the raid. I stopped what I was doing when his wife, who I know and have been friendly with for years as far as being associates, said, hey, somebody pulled, they were next door, somebody pulled in and they're scared. I stopped what I did, what I was doing, and went and checked on his kids to make sure they were safe, because that's a priority to me. But the same respect that was given to his family had no regard to mine or me. And that affects me. Because to see my family in distress because of my job is distressful to me. To have the public send you death threats over lies is distressing. And it was easy. Stop. Stop with the lies. But that wasn't enough. It's happening today. My kids came home yesterday because of new posts,
Your
same
Honor,
thing.
I'm going to renew this objection again.
Yes.
It's beyond the narrative at this point, and further, this is now bringing in evidence that is beyond this.
We're not going to allow like videos from yesterday. I get that. Last Friday, we have a video. I get what you're saying about the evolving nature of the conduct. That testimony is consistent with other people's experiences of the harm, but we're not going to bring in the exhibits. We're not going to bring in the content.
But they can testify about stuff that's happening at this time.
Yeah, it's the effect.
Okay, I
not
would
the
register an
content.
objection for the record on
Got
that.
it. You're in. Next question.
Had you finished your answer?
Yes.
Any other ways you haven't mentioned that you want to share about how these accusations of a theft and your wife having sex with Mr. Foreman have affected you or your reputation?
It's affected all of our reputations, from a basis
Amazing.
till now, that we are not thieves. We didn't steal his money. I never touched his money, but I'm in the group of thieves. We stole his money. I spoke to him on the phone when he was concerned that he was going to be arrested that night. And apparently in some way on the phone, he didn't like my attitude towards not fixing his door. I'm sorry if you felt that I disrespected you in some way. I explained to him that we don't have the means to fix his door. We're leaving it in care of his wife. But I also cooled his fears that we're not coming to arrest you. Deputy or Sergeant Newland would like to talk to you. Get your attorney and come and talk to us. There's not going to be an arrest warrant for you. If we need to talk to you, we can find you. We can call you. You can come in. If an arrest warrant would occur, turn yourself in, go through the system, and do whatever. Nobody's chasing you through the woods, as reported. Nobody's doing any of that. The respect that was given to him, which I guess is not required in society, was not put forward to us.
Those are all of my questions. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
For the record.
Here we go. This is Afroman's attorney.
Walters.
Randolph Lee Walters Jr.
Okay.
I go
And
by
so
Randy.
you go by Randy.
Yes.
Do you mind if I call
Yes,
you Randy?
it's perfectly fine, sir.
So you extended Mr. Foreman a significant amount of respect that night.
I felt that I did.
If I show you some of the surveillance footage, can you explain how that was showing respect?
Sure.
Do you want to sample one?
What's the exhibit number?
This will be Exhibit F, Defense Exhibit F. This will be an excerpt of the security camera footage of Mr. Foreman for the kitchen of his home. From the time in question of August 21st, 2022.
Make sure we get the counter time, so we know what the court of appeals would know what the jury saw.
Pardon me, I'm
Make
sorry.
sure we get the counter time, so the court of appeals knows what the jury saw.
Do you see what has been marked Defense Exhibit F?
Yes, I see something on the screen.
Okay. So on that screen, does that appear to be the kitchen of Mr. Foreman's residence?
Yes.
I love that his house is
Agree
like
with that?
all
The gentleman there
green.
with the Firearm is Mr. Brian Newland?
Yes.
Okay. And so this would be the beginning after breaching the door?
Ironic, welcome
I
in.
can't tell what part of the entry it was.
Let me place more.
Also, a very good
So
question.
this would be starting the security camera footage of 8/21/2022, starting at 8:13 and 4 seconds p.m.
Oh, I'd totally party with Afroman. I bet he's cool as fuck. Take notice of the lemon pound cake on the counter.
I've stopped it here because I'm going to ask a question. So you talked about a ballistic shield. Is that the ballistic shield you're referring to?
Yes.
And you would be behind that ballistic shield?
Yes.
Because he's the one that flipped the bird to Afroman on his camera. What they just knocked down?
So putting this image in perspective, you're behind the riot shield.
Yes.
Officer Cooley's behind, or sorry, Officer Sean Cooley's behind you.
I think he's just noticed the
Ryan Mills
camera.
behind you. And Sean Grooms is going forward with the assault rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And you're flipping off the security camera.
No.
That's not your middle finger.
No. Do you know how to use a ballistic shield, or do you like me to tell you?
Let's watch it.
Certainly looks like a middle finger to me.
Yeah, right.
There's a light activation on that shield. It's 35 pounds.
The finger went down, correct?
If you think I was flipping him off, you can think that that's not what it was.
Okay.
I don't believe you.
There is a light activation on the handle of the shield.
Mr. Walters,
Okay. Go ahead.
wait for the question. So you were called a couple names by Mr. Foreman, one of those being, what was it, Beetle Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Does anyone believe you're Beetle Bailey?
Probably not. That's a drawn cartoon.
Probably not.
It's in the newspaper.
Sure.
Been there for years. So that would be an exaggeration. Okay. And when they call you a son of a bitch, that would be an opinion.
I'd say that would be an opinion.
Okay. Because there's no way we can prove whether you're a son of a bitch or not.
Nah, she's been dead for years.
I'm sorry. I am sorry about your mother on that. I am. But you would agree, though, that when someone calls someone a son of a bitch, it's not necessarily a statement of fact. It's more a statement of opinion or a description of a person.
Sure.
Okay. The same thing with being called, I think it's Gomer Pyle.
Yes.
No one would think you're Gomer Pyle from the movie?
Obviously, that's a character in a movie.
Yeah. But you're not that person.
No.
This may sound stupid, but you've been a law enforcement officer for a long time, correct?
Yes.
You've been called many derogatory names, correct?
Over the years, yes.
You've been called a son of a bitch before, correct?
Not published, but yes.
Okay.
Not published.
You've been called other things even worse, correct?
I'm sure over the years I've been called many things.
It would be fair to say that during those years, people probably said bad things about you and your family also.
You know, I honestly can't remember bad things being said to my family,
Okay.
but I can remember bad things being done to them.
Because he's the one that did them.
Everything you read on the internet?
No.
Do you believe everything you read in the newspaper?
No.
You probably tell your kids, don't believe everything you hear, right?
Especially now.
So, are you testifying and claiming that because Mr. Foreman called you Gomer Pyle, you've been painted in a false light with the public? I'm taking it one at a time, so I'm going to get to
The
it.
Gomer Pyle?
Yes.
I'm not claiming that, sir.
Okay. You're not claiming that being called a son of a bitch is a claim you're pursuing, that Mr. Foreman's called you?
Correct, sir.
Okay. Being called Beetle Bailey, you're not claiming that is part of defamation proceeding on that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And neither one of those three statements have painted you in a false light, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, it paints you in a different light than what you are, but correct.
No, you look like a Beetle Bailey.
So you're solely being painted in a false light due to Mr. Walters saying he had sex with your wife.
Mr. Walters does have sex with his wife. Mr. Foreman doesn't.
Good catch on that. So, statements have painted you in a false light, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, it paints you in a different light than what you are, but correct.
So you're solely being painted in a false light due to Mr. Walters saying he had sex with your wife.
Mr. Walters does have sex with his wife. Mr. Foreman doesn't.
Good catch on that.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you mixed up the names
claiming
there.
that is the defamation statement is that he said he had sex with your wife.
Yes.
Okay. And that's painted you in a false light.
It's caused tremendous pain in my life.
I'll get to that. We have to go through false light first. So does it paint you in a false light?
Yes, that my wife is cheating on me with Mr. Foreman.
But we all know that's not true, correct?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know that it's not true?
Wait, you don't know if your wife's cheating on you or not?
You want to go there?
No, I just
Yeah.
asked that question because you said we don't know. I just
Been
need
with
the
that
answer.
woman since middle school.
I know.
I would hope she wouldn't. But you know what? Once somebody
And how old were you when she was in middle school, sir? That might be the relevant question to ask here.
puts it out there for their fun and entertainment, it's out there. And it's a problem.
So it's something we cannot verify the truth of? Is it a thing that can be verified true?
Oh, he is not happy.
Ask your client.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask for direct the witness to answer the question, yes or no, please.
That you don't like his answer doesn't mean he didn't answer it.
He didn't answer the question. He's told me to ask another person. That is not an answer to the question.
So ask him another question.
Okay.
That was his answer. You didn't like how it came out, but it was his answer. They can't make him say something else. You can ask him another question.
Lenny, welcome in, friend.
And so are you claiming that Mr. Foreman saying he had sex with your wife is a private fact about your life?
My family is a private part of my life.
About your wife?
Him having an affair with my wife would definitely be a private part of my life if that was occurring.
Do you get cucked by Afroman?
And that has affected your reputation?
Yes.
Okay. And so, am I right in concluding that the other final statement that you are claiming that Mr. Foreman said about you that painted you in a false light is that you're a thief?
Yes.
Okay. And that stems from all the posts that and all the exhibits that Mr. Klingler referenced earlier?
That's what he showed.
The ones that talk about the police officers in general?
Yes.
Okay. Were you ever disciplined due to anything Mr. Foreman said?
No.
Ever passed up for promotion?
No.
This may be a stupid question. Were you a sergeant before or after the
Before.
search? Okay. Because I know you couldn't remember when, so I was just curious on that.
It was from before.
Okay. Have you ever talked to the People's Defender or Informer about the statements?
We were not allowed.
So you were not allowed by the Sheriff of Adams County?
Yes.
And you had a cease and desist letter sent prior to January 1st of 2023?
I personally made no notification.
Okay.
Everything's been made through my attorney.
Okay. But that would be after January 1st, 2023, to your knowledge?
I'm not for sure the date.
Okay. If this lawsuit was filed after January 1st, 2023, you would agree then that it would have happened after that?
I don't know if they sent you guys a letter before or after they filed suit.
Okay.
I do not know that.
Okay.
You probably need to send the cease and desist first.
Yeah, I didn't handle the paperwork. I don't know what date you got that, sir.
Okay. Do you agree that how you act during your job duties affects your reputation?
It does.
And I think I've asked this, but I'll ask again. The public has commented on your job duties in the past?
I'm sure they have.
They've been critical of you?
I'm sure they have.
Did you order Lisa Phillips to disconnect the security camera?
I don't, and I haven't reviewed the body cam since that.
Great question.
I know that the intent, if I can, for the camera system is, in speaking with Detective Newland, that they thought there was some type of operation of narcotics transfers there, so it would be obvious that if there's a surveillance system, that would be on it. That camera system was disconnected with my multi-tool by Sergeant Phillips. I will trust in the fact, because I have not reviewed it, that I said, hey, disconnect it. I don't know for sure that I did, but I know that she used the multi-tool to disconnect it, and it was placed in the central area in that room for evidence to be collected, because it was to be collected. Because obviously, if you thought something was going on in the residence, you collect the surveillance system, you go later and get another search warrant. I didn't find
Because, yeah, criminals just record their criminal activity.
collected.
It was left at the scene,
Yes.
but it was disconnected.
Yes.
And you were
To
standing
take
there?
as evidence.
To take as evidence.
Yes.
But it was not taken as evidence.
It was not.
So the only thing taken as evidence, significant evidence, was the cash.
There was a jar of marijuana that was found in, like, the ball cap room, some cash, and some vapes, as I remember.
Yeah, a jar of marijuana and some vapes. That's all? That's all Afroman had?
No one was arrested for threatening you, correct?
Not our choice, but no.
That was a choice made by the sheriff?
I can't tell you whose choice it was. I know that the agency as a whole was very upset and very concerned, and between the powers that be,
He was going to refill his stash, but then he got high. Well, he wasn't there, to be fair, so maybe he travels with his stash. If I remember correctly, he was on his way back from Denver with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
No.
So maybe he took all his shit with him.
Can I have a second, Howard?
That was the cop that Afroman said he fucked his wife. We're still waiting on a verdict. Thank you for checking in, Warlord. I got him on top of it.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be concluded with...
Fuck you, cops.
Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for security in the building. And we'll go...
Afroman vindicated.
You're welcome.
This one is for you, Afroman. Light one up, tip one back. Justice prevails.
You guys want to go on into the jury room?
Go ahead, relax, whatever it is you need.
I'll pinch your pose.
Yep. Have the jury do that, but have them go back into their room.
If you guys don't mind to hang out in there for a little bit, I can get you, okay?
All right.
Like one hit and tip one back on one more click before we hit the set an alert for when that shit goes live. Social fucking support and hit subscribe. Light one up and take a hit. He does no harm, but it takes no shit. He's the last one standing when the ship is sinking. Let's take another rip for Justin Freakin.
Light one up, tip one back. I'm Justin Freakin.
Not high enough for this shit.